Gear 4th. Let the hype train commence. Okay, now originally I wasn't going to make this a MangaZone video. I was going to make this its own separate discussion on the gear topic, but since I haven't done a MangaZone video in like, well, I haven't done a video period in like a month or so, I decided, no, it's been like a month and a half, I think. Yeah, a month and a half. I decided to just go with it and make a special MangaZone discussion video talking about Luffy's, spoilers, Gear 4. If you haven't read chapter 783 of One Piece, or don't care, spoilers everywhere, so yeah, whatever. I mean, even if you don't read One Piece, if you are even somewhat active in the anime manga circle, you probably heard the words Gear 4 mentioned a few times in like the past week or two. So there's no One Piece chapter this week. Next week, 784. And I wanted to give my general thoughts, discussions, predictions about Gear 4. Now, a lot of people have been saying, Luffy had a Gear 4 and he's been saving it this whole time. Some people have been saying he doesn't have a Gear 4. For me personally, I'm a bit 50-50 on it. When it comes to Gear 4, I figure there's a lot of reasons why he would have it, a lot of reasons why he wouldn't have it. Because in the new world, I figured that Oda might want to have Luffy focus more on hockey. Maybe there wasn't much Luffy could do with his devil fruit powers at that point. But boy, am I wrong. Because Gear 4 does in fact exist, and we don't have any fucking clue what it looks like. Now, I've been hearing a lot of theories, speculation around the web for, well, a lot recently, but for the past few years, of course, about a possible Gear 4 ability and what it would look like, what it would do, and all this shit. First, let's start with the ones that I do not like. The full body armament hockey theory is terrible. It's fucking terrible, people. Why? Because Virgo and Pika, two characters who can do full body color of armaments hockey, and why would that be a gear when there are other characters who could do such a thing like that? It doesn't make sense at all. And let's just be frankly honest right now. Full body armament hockey has been completely underwhelming. Virgo used it, and guess what? He got completely decimated by Law. Pika used it, got decimated by Zoro. So I don't see the exact advantage full body armor hockey is gonna give Luffy at all. Like, is anyone even thinking about this for a second? Like, what advantage would it give Luffy against Doflamingo? Oh, it would make his punches. He's already using hockey. It's not like it's going to protect him against his strings or anything like that. Luffy already mentioned before that his hockey isn't like up to par when it comes against protecting against cutting attacks, so it wouldn't work at all. And it just seems so lazy. It's lazy. No. Next up, Luffy going like some full body Red Hawk shit. No, that also is lazy. Full body Red Hawk. Oh, he's on fire now. Sanji can go on fire. Ace can go on fire. Sabo can go on fire. Like, oh wow, he's on fire. What's it going to do? What's it going to do against Doflamingo? He's on fire. Okay, what? Are his punches gonna like explode now or something? Like, okay, that's nice, but it just seems really not creative at all. It just seems really lazy and boring. It's boring. And what's the third one? Luffy combining Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd. That right there is also very lazy. Like, yeah, he combines them, okay. But is it really Gear 4th? I mean, when you look at the gears individually, each one is two different things. Like Gear 2nd pumping blood, speed, smoke, yeah. Gear third, inflating bones, strength, power, you know, air manipulation through his bones and stuff. But gear fourth is combining the two gears? That's like saying you're getting like a new brand new car. This is a bad analogy. It's like you're saying you're getting a brand new car, but it's just combining different parts of the other two cars you had before. And like, that was a bad analogy, but whatever. It doesn't mesh right. All these theories are terrible. They're lazy. And one thing about Oda, he's not a lazy writer. At least when he was, not a lot. He's not a lazy writer at all. Not. So those three theories right there I don't like. Those are the ones I keep hearing or going around, but those don't sound like interesting. Another theory I'm hearing about is the vulcanization thing going on, where Luffy apparently vulcanizes his body kind of like, I guess, blackish or grayish or something, and he loses his ability to stretch, and he just goes around like, but it gives him like an enhanced strength, enhanced density or something. That is interesting, but Arm and Haki already kind of nullifies that a little bit. It doesn't really add anything new. Okay, Luffy's dense, he can't stretch, okay. His punches are more powerful, okay. But what else is there? What else? That's just it? Like, we already have Arm and Haki for that right there. I feel like if Oda didn't do the whole Arm and Harnett thing, the whole Black Haki thing, I feel like vulcanization would have been really cool. In fact, that was something I was kind of hoping with. But when Luffy first used Elephant Gun, I hoped that was like vulcanization or something he used, combining Haki with his Devil Fruit body. But it's not. So I don't see how that might work, but it's still better than the other three I just mentioned. And then I'm getting the whole muscle theory that Luffy's going to like somehow tense and contract his muscles so that he is either, there's two versions, he's either slimmer or he's bulkier. I don't know how I would personally feel about a bulky Luffy. Like, I guess maybe if he, as long as he's not like hulking, like the fucking Incredible Hulk and shit, maybe I would be okay with it, but it's not something that I would really want to see Luffy do. I guess maybe like this whole compacting himself with his muscles thing sounds interesting, but that seems pretty interesting, but it seems to lack a little bit of luster that the other gears have. Because let's look at the gears. When you look at gear second, it is completely different than gear third. Now, if I ask you which one of these gears is stronger, some people would say gear second, some people would say gear third. That's the thing. Both of these gears are two different ways Luffy's using his rubber body makeup to enhance different parts of his stats. Gear second, speed. Gear third, power. Well, not power, I guess strength, I guess. Or would it be like overall attack radius? Strength, attack radius, I guess, for that. Now, gear fourth is definitely going to be, I personally think, power related or some type of force related type of thing. Not like force like in Star Wars, use the force, Luke. Speaking of which, the Star Wars trailer that came out, fucking awesome. But back to One Piece. It's not gonna be like, you know, Star Wars force. It's gonna be like some power force related type of ability. And it's not going to outshine gear second and gear third. That's something that I do not want to happen. I do not want gear second and gear third to lose their relevance and become obsolete. Because Oda's been doing a really good job at handling the gears. I mean, yeah, Luffy's using them a lot post time skip because he's been able to train them and is able to use them on the fly, off and off again like that. But gear 4 is something that Luffy can't use on the fly like that. It's definitely something new. Now, when I say new, it means that it's something that he either came up with or developed close to the end of his training, or it's something that he developed right after Rayleigh left during that 6 months when he was training on Rusakana Island. I can't get the name right. Rusakana Island. And it probably is an ability that is much harder to control or master than Gear 2nd or Gear 3rd, which is something that I could see being a big part of it, because Gear 2nd had its drawbacks. It took away parts of Luffy's life force. Not life force. I mean, it was taking away years off Luffy's life because it was hurting his arteries or something. I don't know. Gear 3rd, you know, it made him chibi before he could counteract that weakness. It made him fucking chibi, and he couldn't do anything for like a minute or two. So Gear 4th definitely has a significant drawback. Now, people are saying if he had it, why didn't he use it against? Why didn't he use it to destroy Noah? The thing is, we don't know what Gear 4th is. That's why we're speculating. If Gear 4th is as destructive as Gear 3rd, but it had a huge drawback, I can see why Luffy wouldn't use it. Because, okay, yeah, you're trying to destroy Noah, but Gear 3rd, Elephant Gatling could have just done the job perfectly. And even one of the Sea Kings mentioned that if Luffy had kept going, he would have destroyed Noah eventually. So he definitely, I don't think, needed it right then and there. And of course, if Gear 4th isn't as destructive as Gear 3rd, he wouldn't have needed to use it. Like, why would you use an ability for something that's not necessary for this ability? That's like trying to blow up a fucking tank with like a minigun or something. Like, no, not minigun, like one of those miniature pistol guns. Pew pew. Like, it's not worth it. So whatever Gear 4th is, it's definitely something I can see Oda has been planning out for a while now. It's something that he has definitely took a lot of time to think about, because he would not have ended 783 the way he did if Gear 4th was just combining Gear 2nd, Gear 3rd. Oh, full body fire Red Hawk. Full body armament hockey. No, he would just show it to us. At the end of the chapter, he would just show it to us. It was something that lazy and simple. No, it's something that he has been thinking about for a long time, and it's something that he wants to show us, dedicated to in this one chapter. So will we see it 784? I guarantee we will. If the chapter is titled Gear 4th, yeah, there's a 99% chance we're going to see it in that chapter. I mean, with the other gears, Oda showed it to us like instantly. I mean, Gear 30 teased it, but then he showed it to us like what, 10 chapters later. So I don't think he's gonna tease us with Gear 4. That'd be a big dick move. So Gear 4, I'm interested to see what's happening. I'm very cautiously optimistic. I'm hyped, but I'm also kind of cautiously optimistic, because there's so many ways to fuck this up, and I don't want the gears to become the new Super Saiyan. And Oda has done a really good job with the gears to the point where the others aren't obsolete. Like, Luffy still uses Gear 2nd, Gear 3rd to defeat his enemies, and it's like Gear 4th, wow, I don't need Gear 2nd or Gear 3rd anymore. Wow, fuck this. No. So I hope Oda's careful with the gears. And the thing is, though, I don't want there to be like a bajillion different gears. Like, okay, we got Gear 4th. Would it be a Gear 5, Gear 6? Maybe. I could see Gear 5 being the last one, maybe Gear 6. It depends on which type of model car Oda is basing the gears off of, because some cars have like 4 gears, some have 5 gears. I think some modern cars have 6 gears plus reverse gear. Oh shit! Gear reverse! Nah, that'd be fucking crazy. Luffy starts running backwards, attacking backwards and shit. That'd be funny. But yeah, so that's just my opinion right there. I'm hyped for Gear 4. I'm interested to see what it is. I'm not even going to try and act like I know exactly what it's going to do, because even with Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd, like, we don't know, that shit came out of nowhere. But I guess, well, granted, those were the first in the whole gear line, but still, Gear 3rd, we didn't know what it was going to do when we were in NES lobby. So I have a feeling that it's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome. It's definitely going to be awesome. But there's a chance it might not be as visually impressive as some people are hoping for. Like, some people are thinking Luffy's going to like go all aura Super Saiyan. He's gonna get like fucking glowy eyes and shit. His hair's gonna change color. No. Because when you look at Gear Second, it's just Luffy in his regular body, but he's got smoke coming out of him. Gear Third, he just inflates one of his limbs. So Gear 4, I don't expect it to be like anything over the top and flashy, because that's one of the things I like about the gears, just to make a tangent, because they're not flashy, they're just simple techniques and step ups for Luffy's devil fruit powers and for him to use his devil fruit powers in new ways. So I don't think it's gonna be flashy, because that doesn't seem like an Oda thing to do, make a flashy type ability like that. So we'll see. Like, we got like what, 6 more days, 7 more days, so I'm hyped, I'm excited. So I will be reading a chapter, of course. I might do a live reaction, I might, because I did one for Sabo. Wow, Sabo, man, all that shit happening in this arc, you believe that? But we'll see how it goes. Tell me what you guys think about Gear 4. What are your theories? What are your predictions? What are your expectations? And be reasonable. Be reasonable, guys. Don't come to me with this whole full body arm hockey shit. Don't come to me with this whole combining Gear Second, Gear Third thing. Come on, guys. Come on. At least think outside the box, because that's what the gears were when they first debuted. They were Oda thinking outside the box. So I know for some of you that's hard, but try to think outside the box. Anyway, this has been JC. Keep on keeping on. More videos will be coming eventually. But anyway, I'll see you guys again next time. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace out.